Gotta wait for YouTube to say, hey, you're ready to start streaming thing. Stuff is working. Yep, there we go. Hey everyone! I am alive! And we are with Splatoon 3 once again. I am Subspace, and we're gonna be doing Salmon Run today. Well, we had to... The maps and posts have just updated as I started the stream. Okay, I better mute that just in case. Alright. I'm gonna go with Salmon Run, and then I'm gonna get into call with Flagman and say hello. Him. Wait, why do I have to sit through the news again? I just sat through them once! Why do I have to sit through this time? Oh, the challenge! I forgot there's a challenge coming up. Never mind! I forgot they were announcing a challenge. I forgot they were announcing the challenge. But hey, I'm gonna do my daily stuff before I open the room. But we got Honeycomb and Hadley, YT. How you guys doing? Welcome. Everything's sounding okay before you get too far into the stream. Want to do our quick mic check and all. I'll do the challenge later. Not now because this collab is of importance. Okay. And then I'm gonna check the shops. Let me check the audio, make sure everything's okay. That's perfect. At least from my side, at least. Let me check these shops. Do I play Animal Crossing New Horizons? I did at one point, Hadley. But I don't really play the game all that much anymore. There's just not much for me to do, and I got a new Switch, so I have to be starting my entire island from scratch, pretty much. Such a shame, but that's just how it is, sadly. You know, why not? Might as well just upgrade this stuff. Where's my, thing for the gear? There it is. That was... Gallop? Okay. I'm not gonna wear it right now. I think I'm okay for now. Do. Oops, I did not want to go here. Oh, let me enable friend requests real quick before I forget. Let me get this real quick. Turn it on. There we go. Sorry, I just had to turn on my friend request real quick. Undead at 999. Kudos to him. But, let me catch up with the chat. Mario Wolf, welcome. Doing the crab challenge. I'll be doing that later, because, well, I'm right now doing this, thing in here with, Salmon Runs with my friend Flagman. Come to help with the fishy. Sounds perfect, Honeycomb. Just make sure to be at least part-time professional so we're not supporting each other throughout the whole thing. But I'm sure you all are. Let me get friend requests real quick. Who is... Seriously? Oh, that's you? I was just like, huh? As long as I know who is who when I take these friend requests, I can take them just fine. And then I'm gonna get up and say hello. Then we'll do our quick mic checks and all that, make sure everything is fine.
Good evening, Subspace King.
Greetings to you too, Flagman. First time ever chatting with you. Hello, hello. Oh, by voice I mean.
Yeah. I guess you're ready to begin the chaos?
Oh, I was born ready. How you doing tonight?
Doing good. In fact, earlier today, I was chilling with Hyper Tiger and friends on his stream, doing Tetris 99.
Oh, I heard it. I heard. Oh, get in the side order theme, I imagine. I heard that was out.
Yep. Yeah, I saw Vic along with Droid and Twitter people are doing some Tetris tonight. But what we're doing is Mystery Weapon Salmon Run.
Yep, that's why we are here. Just
So tonight. So
all right, sounds good.
Start up. I'll share with my chat, and then we can rock and roll and see how many scales we can get.
Sounds perfect. Make sure this is right. There we go. I will set up the room very quickly, and then I'll get you in. So should we be on a pool code before we get too far?
Oh yeah, I actually have an idea pool code.
Yeah, it's just so people that aren't friends with either of us can still get in.
I'm calling this. I know I'm calling this one.
Okay. Oops, I cannot believe I was in that one. My bad.
You like it?
Oh, let me check it out. Oh, that's a perfect pool code. I like it.
I believe Triumvirate's actually a pun off of the word triumph.
Yeah. I do like that. So the pool code for today is Triumph. There we go. And I will pin that in my
pool and
I'll put that
into that pool.
I'll pin that in my chat for people that come in later. There we go. All right, now let's make the room.
All right.
And I'll send you the code.
I'm gonna still join you in by a friend code. Nobody joined until both me and Subspace are in the room.
That's perfect.
Usually I don't use the system. Usually I mostly play a lot of single player games.
That is completely fair. But I let the pool, but I have the pool just in case if people don't want to friend me. All right, I sent you the passcode.
All right, and I think well, we actually use the same room and passcode throughout the stream, so in case new people come in.
I'm fine with whatever works. All right, we got Flagman in. I'm gonna send the alert for people in the pool. The passcode for this for now is 9450 for both chats.
Great, so pin the message, and now we just wait. Actually, it already filled up.
Wow, that was quick. All right, let's get started and cook some salmons.
Oh man, yeah, I did have salmon for dinner. I had pizza and white chili.
Oh, that sounds yummy. I just had a peanut butter jelly sandwich for dinner. I know, a lame option, but it was something quick and easy.
I won't judge your tastes in food. I won't judge.
Yeah,
I sometimes eat shawarma.
Yeah, I just wanted to eat quick and get on the stream. I didn't want to make you wait.
I'm fine waiting.
But hey, here we are. Oh, how's audio check real quick? How's everything sounding in my chat? Ooh, Grizzco umbrella. I'm happy with this to start.
Oh boy. One Grizzco Sultana, 2 stringers, and 1 bra. I don't know how we can't fail.
We got all Grizzco weapons. I think we'll be okay.
Of course we will.
The real threat's a
was big run in June.
Oh! And so it's been a little while since you've done Salmon Run, it seems.
No, I got the random weapon rotation as well.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I don't really touch Salmon Run unless we have Explosher or all random weapons, all mystery weapons, or extra work or big run. That is it.
I can understand that. I'm more of a Salmon Run guy, so I like playing the mode. Not every rotation,
And I
but a
think
lot
you
of them.
probably streamed with Captain Fry a couple times.
I know who he is. I haven't done really much stuff with him, but I know of him. Oh dear.
I got this, no sweat. I'm hanging on to my reslides when I absolutely have to blow up.
Oh, these guys can get off and get out of here. Thank you.
Well, at least we don't have glow flies yet.
Yeah, thankfully. Did I get that? Oh no, I missed.
Alright, we made quota. Now let's just not get swarmed, is the new question. Where is that damn flyfish? I want to give him a piece of my mind. Never mind, I got slapped by a stinger. At least I didn't get slapped by the baby.
There you go.
For context, small fries are what I did think the small fries babies because I feel really funny to say I got splatted by babies in Salmon Run.
Oh. That's a good one.
I know, I'm not really humorous. If you want a silly splat super, go watch Vicblon. To me, I'm more of like the middle ground between silly and serious.
I can totally get
With a
that.
closer link to serious.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being silly, or there's nothing wrong with either spectrum. You always gotta have that little bit of, silliness and humor sometimes.
Alright.
Oh, great big shots. Lovely.
Yeah, great big shots going at a great big sea.
Oh, thank you for coming to the basket. Now die.
Yeah, scrappers are actually very nice. They just come to the basket, and then you can get their cargo. I'm sure FedEx is not going to be needing them for a while since they're off duty.
You get that?
Considering Splatoon keys have been out, I can imagine FedEx is going to need a scrapper as soon as possible.
Oh, probably.
All right, I'm deploying my reslider. We are good.
Come on, open up your head. Thank you. Where are you guys? Oh, you're over there.
Wait, is there another big shot? Holy cow.
Let's get him. Oh, dear.
Get him? Or,
Nah, he's still out there. But I'm getting him
Alright.
now. He's now dead.
well, at least we made quota, so that's good. Thank you.
There you go. Anytime. Stringer again. I
got Grizzco leads.
I hear someone with the
I'm not
fruit
gonna
room.
be risky and try to murder flyfish with these things. I'm just gonna use the bombs.
Yeah. Especially considering we're
And
high
just
tide,
like
it's
that
better safe than
Whitefish
sorry.
slide.
Speak of the devil and it shall appear.
You're speaking my language and he's gone.
Don't know how that worked, but I'll take it.
Oh, I just literally dive bomb into the pool.
You going for a swimming lesson or something?
but I was at the YMCA a few days ago. Thank you very much. You Snatcher has to die. FedEx does not want golden eggs.
Oh, hi, Moss. Come on. Thank you. Yeet. Dang it, small fry.
Did the babies get you?
Yeah.
Oh god. Fortunately, the babies haven't gotten me yet because we got a Grizzco roller on our team.
Yeah, someone with the roomie, as I like to call it.
Good try to kill the flyfish. He's dead. And I didn't even try to go overfishing.
I wasn't even planning on overfishing just yet, but hey, we got through.
I actually have a hypothesis. I think the Triumvirate was designed to be made for those who overfish.
Oh.
That's my guess.
I forgot to change my emote, my bad. I was like, why am I doing later on too late? I forgot to change my emote. I was memeing with a friend earlier.
Oh god. I've nicknamed that emote something because it looks like the Inklings and Octolings are twerking.
Oh god.
I just want to warn you, Phil, I'm not a family-friendly streamer, but I promise to not curse tonight.
Oh, yeah, that's very fair, and I appreciate it, thank you.
Alright, so shall we leave the room while you change your emote?
Actually, I can leave it and come back. I totally
Alright,
forgot. I totally forgot I forgot that was my current emote. Sorry.
I've been using Victory Routine since as long as I can remember. Before then, my main emote was Roundhouse Ballerina.
That's an interesting emote. That's an interesting emote choice. All right, let me see. Let me get the one I like on. Let me get the one I like to use back on.
All right.
Okay, now I'm ready. But it's funny though.
All right.
It's funny, but do we want something like that going on in here? Alright, let me get this passcode back. Alright. Since you're in charge of the room, you start the game. As soon as I get back. Now my emote's something... Now my emote is something appropriate.
I think I'll put you back in charge.
Yeah, we'll do that when we reset. I usually do it every 2 games. To give everybody a chance.
I usually get at least 1 or 2 people on my streams usually. Since
that's
even though I do cover Splatoon, it's not really my main focus. My main focus is usually single-player video games for Nintendo, but I have done occasionally a few indie games, such as Hades, and currently I'm doing Cassette Beast.
Oh, I've heard of that game. My friend Tentacle really wants me to play that game at some point.
After I saw Tentacle play it, I said, I gotta try this myself.
I'm still waiting on my physical copy to come in the mail sometime soon.
I bought mine digitally.
That's completely fair. I have a thing of wanting physical over digital, but that's just me. You guys do how you want to do. I'm not going to say anything otherwise about what people have their preferences for that.
I have a mix between both physical and digital games.
That is completely. Oh, tornado!
Watch out for the fallen fish. It's gonna be raining fish tonight. Oh, raining babies! How wonderful!
I'm having fish tonight.
I love Finding Nemo, especially Dory.
Oh my gosh, I've not seen that movie in a long time. It's so good.
And I'll tell you this about 2 things. Ellen DeGeneres just kills it as Dory. And also, I've nicknamed Megalodontia Darla because of the orthodontic headgear that Joe has. For those who don't know who Joe is, that's Megalodontia.
Yeah, he got that nickname because of an error in the translation from the original Japanese post that introduced him.
And thank you very much, Google Translate, for that.
But since people just
Google
call him
Translate
Joe
for anything except French. If I'm speaking French, I use a French-English dictionary. I live in Canada. We have 2 official... French and English both have equal status as official languages.
Yeah, I was about to say, what parts of Canada speak French, but I don't think too many parts of the country do. From what I do know, at least.
There are French-speaking people everywhere in Canada. Most of them live in Quebec, but there are several who live in New Brunswick, some in Ottawa, and there are a few Francophone minorities scattered across the country. Maybe because our broadcaster, the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, has a French language counterpart called Société Radio Canada.
Interesting.
Well, I'm surprised PBS doesn't have a Spanish language counterpart down in the States. Alright, please don't be blowflies.
High tide. Well, it's grillers.
Oh, griller.
Let me paint the walls. Paint the walls.
We've only got a Grizzco war tonight. Otherwise, we'd be splattered by all those babies.
Yeah, we got 2 rollers. Take care of the newborns.
They will take care of the newborns. I actually own one of those things. And it eats like you would not believe. But I still don't get what is the idea of being a child furry goo. You die for that stuff.
Come on.
Yeah, I nicknamed the Fuzzy Ooze Furry Goo.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
Because it does look like goo.
I am somehow still alive. Let me try and help.
Alright.
There you go.
Alright, I'm getting my ink jet out. I cannot live like this. Can I get him? Okay.
Ow!
Make quota! Now just survive!
That came out of nowhere.
Alright. I'll go over for this guy.
There you go.
Alright, they're gone. They're gone. They're gone. The only time I usually eat salmon is on Good Friday.
Ah.
My mom has a long-standing tradition of not eating meat during Good Friday. She inherited it from her parents.
I can understand that one. The lack of only sticking with white meat during the Lent period. I can get that.
All right.
Where are you go? Oh, you're right here.
Yeah, I'm on cannon duty. So go boom! There we go. Alright, let's get these eggies. Looks like it's gonna be salmon and bacon and eggs for dinner tonight. Oh crud, there's a oh, thanks Nate for getting that for me. Oh crud, flyfish on the loose. Stingers as well. It's ink jet time. I'm getting out of here. Oh, love got rid of stinger. Thank you very much. Whoa! Oh, whoa! Thank you. The steel just kind of knocked me off.
Oh dear.
We're not gonna make it. But I'm not gonna give up.
It's not over until it's over.
Yeah, please, Salmon Run God, bless us with your wisdom. Alright, big quota. Full meter yet, so
That's much better.
But yeah, I cannot believe this. It's the end of Splatoon 3 next month.
Yeah, it feels like It feels like these 2 years just flew by.
Yeah, I actually started my channel around the same time.
Oh wow! So you're.
Alright, if you play your what's the rule for the rooms here?
I typically do 2 games and then a reset. I go an extra 3rd game if we get a wave 1 loose. That's typically how I do my summer run stuff.
Hop on out. Well, let's let newcomers come in.
We'll get new people in, and then we'll save when we'll give the save when we want repeats back.
All right.
We just want to give everybody a turn. That's all.
All right.
Oh, just so that you can make me in charge of the room again. That works perfectly.
Wait.
But yeah, once Flagman's in, we'll start taking people inside the room.
Okay, here we go.
All right, time to send the alert for people at the pool. I'll give it a little bit for new faces to come in, and if it's been a little bit and there's not enough people, then we can have repeats.
So I actually nicknamed those pools lobby codes, and I actually remember people requesting them for the longest time. In fact, last year when I was in Europe, I was actually following I was actually able to follow the Twitter account 6 hours ahead of everyone, so I was able to be first to react to a lot of stuff.
Oh. Whereas usually we have to stay till like the middle of the night to get anything like that coming out, and even then it's at like 12 midnight to 2 in the morning. We get stuff from the Japanese account. We have to wait till the next morning to see it in English.
Unless you have Nintendo Europe.
True.
I did follow Nintendo Europe.
Yeah, I can understand
during last year, so I have another source of Nintendo news.
Yeah, I could get behind that.
All right, we need one more person, then we're ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, we can rock and Grizzco roll.
Good one.
Cause I'm on the Ruby. At this point, repeats can come back. It's been enough of time.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know if the stream heard that because I was running around the roller. Repeats can come back now. Sometimes it's hard to hear with the Grizzco roller running like that.
It literally does look like a push mower.
It really does. I just look at it as it's like the engine of a car or something.
Yeah, I heard the Dynamo roar is based off of that.
See this round and I'm at. Me too, Cosmos. Also, how you doing? Here we go. The coast is clear. Let's jump for it.
Yep.
Okay, I have a sword and I'm not afraid to use it.
That they didn't do a sports-themed Splatfest last weekend. It was the Olympics, for crying out loud.
I can totally understand. Yeah.
Nintendo probably gonna push out that. I actually think them doing the first ever Splatfest being kind of foreshadowed something.
The first ever
Japanese. It's the fact that I can't believe
I
guessed the final Splatfest being correctly.
A lot of people guessed past, present, future was gonna be a theme, but I don't think they were thinking it'd be the very last one. Ah!
I'll tell you this though, I don't think we're gonna see split systems again, but Off the Hook and Deep Cut are, I think, very likely to return for a fourth entry if we go with Team Future. Because my hypothesis for results, if we get past, we'll get a prequel to the Splatoon 1. Present will be a Splatoon spin-off, and Future will be just a new installment.
That's a very interesting possibility.
Possibility, good fun. I actually was on Team Rice, actually for the Splatfest with Zan. She was actually able to convince me to doing it. Because you can make bread and pasta out of rice, but I'm going to say this, I didn't think Rice was going to actually win because, as you know, Fry, she has rotten luck with Splatfest.
Yeah, she doesn't have the best luck when it comes to Splatfest.
was actually shocked, not only that I won again, but also that I won 2 Splatfests back-to-back, because I have only won 5 out of all 18 Splatfests that have taken place in Canada. I don't count the Splatfest World Premiere as an official Splatfest, since Nintendo does not count that one either.
Well, it's not in the official.
It's not in the app.
Yeah, it's not in the records of the game. But some people still say it canonically happened. But hey, you do you with all that goes.
If I will go on Future for Found Splatfest, and if I actually end up going on Future, I will officially have a win ratio of, well, technically of all Splatfests, since I did not take part in the Chocolate Splatfest, and I was not home when it happened.
Oh, yeah.
Europe for the entire month of February in 2023.
Oh, okay. If you were to play that Splatfest, which team would you have voted for?
I would have gone milk chocolate, but I also think I could have gone on white chocolate.
That's an interesting one.
I would not have gone dark chocolate because, I'm sorry, it doesn't really taste that great. It's very bitter.
Yeah, it's got a rather bitter taste to it, but I know some people like it. It's just not my type of thing. It's just not my thing.
I know Floyd and Jack like it because they both went on Team Dark Chocolate and they did a stream together.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, Jacoby's done a lot for the Splatoon community.
Oh, definitely.
Especially with his team Insane.
He's definitely brought the community. He's definitely done stuff for the community over the years.
True.
And it's nice.
I think it was great how go ahead.
It's nice to see people able to pick up the torch with that sort of stuff. Because I've been around since like the Splatoon 1 days, and I'm just really glad to see new people stepping in and doing stuff like that, helping out new faces in the Splatoon community out.
I'm fairly new to Splatoon. I only got into the series in 2021 when Splatoon 3 was announced. I actually didn't play any of the previous Splatoon games prior to Game 3 because I actually want to start entirely new and not have any experience with the previous 2. You know, because, you know...
Yeah, I could get behind that. We all start somewhere. When I tell people I started since the Splatoon 1 days, I'd like compare myself to a fossil when it looks at a game from like 9 years ago.
Yeah. One thing I will say about Jacobian, it was actually very nice to get to chat with him at too many games this year. We actually were at the Just Dance session on Saturday, and Jack and I, we were actually chatting. We actually talked a bit about Splatoon and also about college and how I actually planned, once I've done my tourism program at college, to actually do the broadcasting program.
Ah, that's definitely really cool. Oh, you got that covered. I'll leave that to you. Whoa!
I think I might be the only person in the history of Splatoon who has met before full-on in person at both the LAN events and too many games.
Interesting. Hello.
Alright, so we are good for this wave. Oh,
just
we're
got
already on 48. I think that proof about not using any of my specials.
Well, we got through.
Grizzco roar, I've actually called the Ford F-150. Well said.
Nice one, Prox. I like that.
I'm professional +2.
Nice.
God, if I get EVP triple 9 tonight, that'd be insane. I got EVP one time so far, and that was the random weapon Salmon Run rotation last month.
Oh, nice. I've been able to hold up in VP pretty much since I got it. It's not that hard to lose it once you get it.
Yeah, Salmon Run's probably one of my weaknesses in Splatoon, maybe because, like I said, I work Han Solo.
Nothing wrong with that.
But, you excited for the new games coming out this autumn?
Oh, there's quite a bit of stuff coming out in the autumn. I think the one that excites me the most is the upcoming Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom.
Same.
Oh, you're a Zelda fan?
Breath of the Wild was actually the first game I ever did a live stream as. Because I said, when I went into live streaming, Breath of the Wild was the first game I said has to be done as a live stream.
Oh, nice! I think I first found your channel when you were doing Tears of the Kingdom stuff, if I'm not mistaken. So that's really cool.
I did not know that, but I'm happy you enjoyed it.
I just wound up being a bit of a worker at the time.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I will tell you this. For Mario's 40th anniversary next year, I do actually plan to do Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. Plus, I also plan to replay Super Mario 64, as well as 3D World and Odyssey.
Interesting. While you did bring that up, I still wonder why was Galaxy 2 never included in the Mario 3D collection for the 35th anniversary?
I actually have a hypothesis, and it's a very reasonable one. So, the Super 3D All-Stars was known as a side hobby by Nintendo's French development team in Paris. And Paris had a really bad COVID-19 outbreak. And I predict that they would have added more had COVID not happened. And I believe that what we got in the end of 3D All-Stars was what the game looked like in March of 2020.
I can get behind it. That sounds like a reasonable theory.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know how we got through that, but we did.
You're darn right we got through it.
Yeah. Low tide again. I'm okay with this.
Yep, I'm sure Marie would definitely love to play on a low tide wave of Salmon Run. Because in the English version of Splatoon 2's Hato Canyon, she calls her paint low tide ink.
Oh, that's a really interesting tidbit. I forgot that was a thing. Cool. That's really cool. Let me get rid of this drizzler.
So I'll tell you this, so far, the game that's been the most fun for me has definitely been Thousand Year Door.
Oh, I played the original Thousand Year Door and I was really ecstatic to see it come to Switch. I
actually was surprised by that, mainly because it's one of the most requested games for Nintendo games for remastered, but the thing is, I didn't really see it for a lot of times being one that had to be remastered, since due to the GameCube's very poor commercial performance in Japan, Nintendo usually doesn't really acknowledge the GameCube. Oh crud, everyone's dead. Alright, I'm getting my Wave Breaker out. Oh, no, we lost someone.
We lost someone?
Yeah. Crud.
That was probably what cost it. Oh, we lost Prox. Oh, we all had stringers, too. I don't know what Prox said, but we all had stringers.
Well, at least if a DC happens in the first 10 minutes, the match will end in forfeiture.
Yeah, at least for the regular game. I don't know about in Salmon Run, but we only lose half the points, at least.
True.
So, I don't think it's a bad thing.
Alright. Hopefully Proxy didn't get banned.
Hopefully not.
And then you can rejoin.
Yeah, we'll do another round because of the DC. If Prox does have the ban, we'll have someone take his spot. But he's got the first dibs.
If he gets banned, we'll see if anyone else wants to chillax.
That works. I'm down with that. Oh wait, what?
Hell of the.
I guess we'll go with the random then.
Alright, Prox, if you're not banned, hang in there. We'll get you in the next available room.
We'll get you in the next room, Prox. So sorry the game started without you. I seriously thought we were waiting for him.
Love to see replica of these Grizzco weapons in-game. Like, in battles.
One of my friends actually theorized that one of the final challenges could be a regular match where we get a random Grizzco weapon. It's like, I feel bad for a team of Grizzco sloshers in a turf war.
Oh, we've seen the end of challenges yet. I know the end of Splatfest is near. I think at the end of Big Run last June. But who knows, maybe Mahi Mahi Resort can get swarmed by salmon going on honeymoon. I even wanted Brightwater Springs to be a Salmon Run, a Big Run stage, mainly because I hate that stage.
That's fair. Oh.
No, you don't.
Now we get that egg in.
I swear to God, if we come back to Slackville and Hickopolis after Grand Festival, and there's a salmonette infestation, I am going to definitely lose it, because I did not go to Grand Festival just to come back to a war zone.
I actually theorized that might actually wind up happening.
Octa even actually has predicted this. And she's the only French-Canadian Splatoon content creator.
Interesting.
Go.
We're doing great.
But yeah,
It's
sometimes I
very
will
easy.
buy a
Welcome.
game digitally if it's like a game that's remastered from my childhood that I see on the eShop, or if it's a game I know that is very unlikely to be found at Walmart or GameStop.
That is completely fair. I usually get digital if it's like I have to thing or I can't find it anywhere else.
Oh, at least geo-locked. At least the Switch isn't geo-locked. That's good.
That is the plus side. It's not region locked like the Wii U was.
Yeah, the 3DS is actually the only Nintendo handheld to actually get geo-locked. Which I find strange because no other Nintendo handheld system was geo-locked.
Wonder what made them change that for the 3DS.
Your guess is as good as mine.
All these theories, we can speculate on these things.
Yeah. Then there's some stuff I just don't want to speculate. Case in point, less said about the seizure wall, the better.
Yeah,
That's what me and Hyper Tiger nicknamed the Splattercar screen, and that's the end of the sentence because I do not want to get into it.
yeah. I'm not a big fan of the special myself. The only time I go, like, yeah, go ahead with it is, like, if it's, like, a fight with just randoms in, like, Rank X or something. That's, like, the only time I'm like, yeah, I can use this thing. Otherwise, I don't want to make people suffer with it.
I'm just gonna say this, I don't think that special's salvageable, even if Nintendo tried their damage like they did last December to fix it. That, I would say the Splattercar screen's a write-off.
And as a Splatlight main, you would not believe how I felt when I saw that the custom Hydra was gonna get that special. I was like, why when I saw that?
Well, at least we don't have Stingray.
True.
Here in Splatoon 2, the Stingray fractured the fan base when it got that buff in 1.3.
Oh yeah, that one where it turns into like a laser beam. But before that, it was just a firing like a singular line. It was like a non-existent special at that point. And then there were some points where it just like turned into what people called the GG ray in like the last minutes of Rainmaker and Tower Control. Where it's like, just fire this and you win pretty much.
I'm getting on my Kuya bomb.
Do you mind not pushing me off, mister? Hey, Steelhead, die.
Alright, you stupid babies, you stupid chums. You can go. I don't need you around here. So I'm gonna be honest, and this is a very hot take, but I actually prefer side order over auto expansion.
That's an opinion I'm not used to. That's an opinion I'm not used to hearing,
What?
but I'm curious if you're
Auto expansion is literally Breath of the Wild if it was all the good parts stripped and locked into master mode.
Well,
Because I did see a lot of concepts in Auto expansion were lifted from Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild since both shares developers.
I was gonna say that the development team were nearly identical between Breath of the Wild and Auto expansion. Oh, here it comes!
The kings have arrived!
There can only be one king in this town. One!
God, could you imagine if the king was a sinkhole?
Oh gosh.
FYI, to go get this reference, Victor One wanted a whirlpool to be a block.
Ow.
Alright. Good. I don't think we're gonna make this one.
It's still early on.
We gotta get, oh. That was at the very least, thank you very much. This thing is built like, that thing is built like a tank. The neighbor with the wrong stuff. Yeah, we didn't make it.
We still gave it our best shot.
True.
12 and 6.
Don't even ask me how to destroy that thing.
12 and 6. I could take that skill count.
Because I was flowing through X, and when I saw Zan and Tentacle get a destroy a Triumvirate together, I was like, "How did you beat that thing?" In all caps as I responded. They explained it's a lot of luck based, but try to get Joe to eat both the Ouroboros and the Kohozuna.
Yeah, that's the big strategy. That's the strategy you gotta go with. Get the Megalodontia to eat the other two, and have him work with you to whittle their health.
I barely survived Big Run #1, and 2, I barely destroyed a Triumvirate during that.
Yeah,
You wanna know how I was able to destroy Triumvirate? Was by lurking through Vic One's scrapper pool. Oh, Proxy can join in again.
Yeah, Proxy can come back. Room's open again. Yeah, when I did Big Run with my friends, we beat it one time when the clock was at like 1 second left. We got really lucky.
Holy crud.
It is hard defeating the Triumvirate.
Yeah.
It's a challenge, a welcome one, but a challenge.
Yeah, Captain Fry actually destroyed on his first attempt, and I'm not surprised. That guy does Salmon Run so much. I think his channel's built around it.
Hmm. Roxy could come back, or anybody could come in.
Alright. I'm not gonna leave this as a trio. So my plans for Splatoon content is, after Splatoon 3 is on, I plan to pick up where I left off on my Splatoon 3 weapon tutorials series I did during the start of Splatoon. And then, I plan to upload my Sizzle Season retrospective, which I've been doing those retrospectives over the last couple of seasons. Basically,
nice.
reminiscing on my memories.
Hmm.
I always like this, though. Sometimes I worry that I'm a bit... Sometimes I worry, though, if I'm too critical with the Splatoon fanbase at times, because I want people to enjoy the game, but I don't want to see people spread negativity and then have to call out people for said negativity.
No,
I don't want to do that.
I get you on that one. It's like finding a balance between everything. You want to be honest, but you don't want to be too critical either.
Critical. I know. One of my biggest worries is that people will take everything I say as criticism.
Yeah.
That's actually one of my biggest fears.
I can totally see that. I can totally get behind that fear.
Alright,
I'll send the alert again.
Alright, does anyone still want to join, or are we just gonna have to do this as a trio?
Let me actually put this in here again.
Do not ask me how Tentacle is able to get regular participation in his viewer streams, because I barely can manage that.
Hey, he somehow can get something like that to work, and I applaud him for it.
True.
Yeah. I used to have something really good and consistent going for a while, but when I had to start taking breaks to take care of IRL stuff, I kind of lost that momentum. We got Neon.
Alright, we got Neon back. Let's go.
Here we go.
So another game I'm really excited for is Super Mario Party Jamboree.
Oh, man, I heard of that. That's
the
gonna
night
be a fun
that
time.
comes out, I am gonna be playing that with Hyper Tiger if he's doing if he's gonna be streaming that on release as well.
It wouldn't surprise me if he would.
Because that thing is 20-player multiplayer.
Yeah, you could get a lot of people in that mode. We'll have to see how it is as time goes on.
True.
We got two Splatanas, a bamboo stick, and umbrella. I think
I'm
that's
the
umbrella.
Bamboozler.
Oh, it's Mothership.
Oh, we could actually make a kill in here. It's gonna be like Guns N' Roses Paradise City.
Since you're the one with the
drop the music. Oh, go ahead.
Since you're the one with range, I'm gonna trust you to be the one that's taking on the mothership when she's coming in, like now.
I got the mothership. Hey, woman, get out of here!
Let's get these eggs.
We're already halfway through, and we've already made quota. Well, almost.
Or like now we got the quota.
Yeah.
Mothership is just one of those, hey, you get a free pass to the next wave type of things.
Yeah. Oh shit, I'm dead. Oh, sorry. I'm dead.
We got her off.
Taking care of me.
Yeah, we got her off the basket. Splatana again?
Oh, I'm gonna be doing sword play. That was actually my favorite game on Wii Sports Resort.
Oh, I've heard of that.
And then they brought back up tomorrow Nintendo Switch Sports, which I'm surprised I don't see a lot of people talk about.
Considering it just got the
because it's for a more casual audience.
I could get behind that. Like, aside from that direct, I've heard of nothing of that game aside from like the day it dropped the basketball update in recent memory.
I saw the golf update. That's pretty much it. I think it's so obscure that I've only seen someone stream it 3 times.
I guess this is not everyone's cup of tea.
True. But I will say this. If anyone's wondering why memes don't really have much of a presence as they did, I think Nintendo's trying to distance themselves from the Wii branding since the Wii U was the closest thing Nintendo had to a creator killer.
Yeah.
Because, keep in mind, for 6 straight years, from the 3DS's debut on the market until the Switch came out, Nintendo bled money every single year. And I actually think the Creators Program was basically Nintendo trying to recoup their yearly losses because of the Wii U's abysmal failure.
I remember when that program was a thing.
I think it was pretty much flawed. I will say this though, if you're not charging online online on your system, you're basically setting yourself up for financial disaster.
At this point, yeah, paying for an online subscription is pretty much the norm today.
True. I mean, you pay for entertainment, so I'm not surprised, number one. And number two, the Dreamcast could have had a chance if Sega actually charged for online. Because the Dreamcast was the last straw for Sega as a hardware manufacturer.
And I still remember when Reggie made that one speech during, I forget which year, but one of the Game Awards, where he said that, like, gaming has, like, become the most financially stable form of entertainment. It, it even beats movies and TV. It even beats movies, music, and music. He says gaming is much better than both of those.
Have actually gone into movie and television development, such as Hideo Kojima. He actually opened a movie production division for Kojima Productions a few years ago, and he's actually working on a TV series.
I think I heard about
based
that.
off Death Stranding.
Oh, this is my first time hearing of a Death Stranding series. But I definitely like that some of the gaming industries is taking a turn into movies, like we had with Sonic the last couple of years and Mario last year.
Hey, hang on a minute, actually. Sorry about that, Subspace King. My mom wanted to let me know that the song Who by Korean singer Jimin is actually on radio right now because my mom really likes BTS.
That's fair.
I'm not really much into K-pop. I tried to ask Squidman if he do any K-pop during the mac and cheese days because he was teaching in Korea at the time.
Oh yeah, that.
He says he doesn't really know much about K-pop.
Yeah, I know one of my siblings likes listening to K-pop, but I don't talk to them all that much.
But yeah, I can't believe this. Squidman's done streaming for good.
Kinda crazy. Well, sometimes life just comes and takes a priority.
True. True. At least I can still balance college, my my farming job, and my YouTube channel. So that's a plus.
Yeah. I applaud people that can balance all those sorts of things out. But even if my streaming time is nearly up, I wouldn't give it up for anything. It's taught me so many things over the years. And it's got me to
I
meet
enjoy
so
streaming
many... And it's
because
got
it gives me an escape
sorry.
from life.
Yeah, I could get that. And it's got me to meet so many people that I could call lifelong friends.
True.
That's Splatoon in general. I don't even know where I would be without this game. I remember being asked in one of my first Q&As a long time ago, what would you do if Splatoon never existed? I was like, I don't even want to think about that alternate timeline.
Same here. I already am actually working on a special speech I plan to give so the plan for my last Splatoon Splatfest stream is the final hours of Grand Festival. My plan,
Yeah.
I actually have a speech in the works about the game. And yeah, I do plan to make a video from it. But I really believe I would not have become the streamer I am today without Splatoon.
Absolutely.
If it weren't for Splatoon, I probably would just be doing Mario content.
I can understand that. Like, I know some people...
Because I wasn't much of a gamer before pre-COVID. I was just a normal kid in high school doing volunteer work and activities around town. That would change my whole life, but even without COVID-19, I think I actually would have probably come across probably would have made online friends regardless if COVID happened or not.
I can understand that.
But I feel like without COVID, I probably wouldn't. I think with COVID, I probably might have the killer Vixel on, but I don't. But I think it would have probably led me down to YouTubing whole that it would have with COVID.
Yeah, I can totally understand that one.
Because at the time, the only thing I mainly watched on YouTube related to game was a guy from Ireland do Nintendo Let's Plays.
Ah, interesting. Yeah, it's always interesting hearing of where people start with their origin and backstories and whatnot. It's always really nice to see where people get their starts and why they are the way they are. We all have these key events in life that, like, shape us into the people we turn into. Like,
all you have to die.
Like, I still remember, like, the day the Wii U server shut down. People were making amazing speeches saying, like, how Splatoon impacted their lives from, like, since the days on the one on the Wii U. And I'm like, wow,
really compare to the Wii U. I could, however, compare to the 3DS, though, as I actually did, as I do own a 3DS, and I still occasionally play it. I actually did make a Twitter post commemorating the end of the 3DS's online, because I played because 3DS is where I really started falling in love with Pokemon. And yeah, I fell in love with it at a very old age. I was about 15 years old when I started Pokemon Sun. And that was my first Pokemon game.
Oh wow, that's quite a story. I remember being back in the days of Ruby Sapphire. I think it was during Diamond and Pearl when I was in the 5th grade. I forget what year it was exactly, but my teacher tried to talk me out of Pokemon. Like, no, you're not gonna talk me out of gaming, my friends.
Oh, the Pokemon card black market. Every school had one of those.
Yeah,
the Pokemon card black market.
Yeah, my teacher in the 5th grade was like trying to get me out of Pokemon. I'm like, you're not gonna get me out of video games that easily.
Yeah, so hard to think it was grade 10 I got into Pokemon games.
Hey, better late than never, I say.
And we usually use grade number instead.
Yeah. I know here in America we do numbers for 1 to 8, and then we do the fancy terms for 9, 10, 11, 12.
That is not just here.
The more you know about all these different systems.
The one reason I like turning red is because it's the first Pixar film set in my homeland, which I thought was very cool because Canada has a massive animation industry.
I've heard
And a
about
lot
that.
of great animators got their starts at Sheridan College in Toronto. Welcome on in, Split Chan. How you doing? One of my chat.
Oh dear, we're running out of time.
I got this. Just get the eggs. You'll all be fine.
We only need one more. Oh, never mind, we got it.
Alright, I'm just gonna clean the place up.
There we go.
Oh, the King's coming back already?
Already? That's so okay. Hey, Glow Squid,
Alright.
Backbr, and Jellies, Boomerang Food, welcome to all three of you. Hope you guys are having a wonderful evening, or whatever time of day it is for you. We're fighting the Triumvirate, as you guys can see. Wish us luck! Grizzco Umbrella.
Alright. Alright. You took a big chunk out of the dragon. If anyone wants to revive me, definitely do so. I'm dead. Oh, great idea, Cosmo. Tracking the Horoboros with the Booyah Bombs is an awesome idea.
That's a clever idea.
Oh, great. I lost my insect getting flat like
Ow. I got fly fished.
Oh, right. That made it not feel like a tank. Get out of here, get out of here, get out of here.
No, I was stuck. Can I move? We didn't have the
I
best
think the
luck
Triumvirate
that
has triumphed us.
we were triumphed.
When you say so, count it as a win.
Yeah, we still technically survived the waves, so it's a win in some regards. At this point, I really only play at this point, I really only play Salmon Run so I could grind the scales for the last of the rewards. I am missing a few of them.
It's hard to think that, alright, shall we get going with our group, or shall we let newcomers come in if they want?
I'm gonna see if there's any newcomers that want the opportunity to get a match in.
Just press leave. You'll stay in the room.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Anybody in either of our streams want to come in and join us?
But I can't believe next year Metroid Prime 4 will come out. And I think this might actually be the Nintendo Switch's swan song.
I could kind of see that. I've seen people theorize it could be the Breath of the Wild situation for whatever the Switch 2 or whatever it's called it's going to be. Where it releases on the Switch and the successor at the same time. I'm like, possible.
But I wouldn't count on that. The corner reports from Spawnwave Media, it's most likely going to be the Switch 2. Not like a new system, but just an upgraded Switch.
I can definitely understand that one.
I will say this, I don't want to say Splatoon 4 until 2027.
Yeah, give it a couple years. Por favor.
Because I I don't think we need Splatoon at launch again, because the only reason Splatoon 2 came out at launch is because literally the Nintendo... Because two things. One, Splatoon 1 and 2 were only developed back-to-back because the Wii U was a failure.
Right.
And two, Animal Crossing fans do not want to have another Amiibo Festival situation.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody who does say Amiibo Festival is good, I'm just gonna say you clearly do not watch Scott the Wise.
Oh, I've heard of that.
All right.
I'll send the alert. Do.
But I feel like the Amiibos is gonna be how the Wii U lives on, and I don't think Nintendo's gonna get rid of their Amiibo support.
Yeah,
because
you finish.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say that. The Amiibos, while they started off as a Toys to Life thing, which was already a dying thing at that point, Nintendo's somehow still keeping it going in their modern games. Even nearly 10 years later, this November will mark 10 years since the first wave of Amiibo alongside Smash Bros. Wii U. Kind of crazy these things have been around for nearly 10 years.
Well, that's because Nintendo figured out how to make Toys to Life last, because Skylanders and Disney Infinity were only good for one game.
Yeah.
Name the amount of games you can use Amiibos in.
There are so many games you can use the Amiibo in. And it started off with Smash. Yeah, and even if their functionality is limited in some games, they can make it work in so many of them.
Yeah, I'm planning to get the new Splatoon Amiibos when they come out on the 5th of September.
The alternate Squid Sisters and the side order off the hook designs. Yeah, I'm getting my hands on those as well.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this, I gotta tell you, side order was awesome. Yeah, it was a main course of a game.
Yeah. You may say it was a side order, but it was my friend the main course. True. Of this long wait.
And I actually did not mind Nintendo taking their time at all, because not only was this not made by the main team, but also all the people who made side order were entirely new hires at Nintendo and hadn't made the game before.
Echoes of Wisdom off of Amiibo support? This is news to me. Do we know what it's gonna do? Also, hi, Edo, how's the life?
Hey, Edo, if you actually have a Salmon Run, why don't you hop on in?
I say, this is actually my first time ever hearing of Echoes of Wisdom having Amiibo support. This is a first for me. I did not know it was gonna have Amiibo support. Well, I should have probably expected it because they're restocking some Zelda Amiibo alongside the game's release. Just cosmetics from what I saw the Japanese site. Oh, okay. That's interesting to know. I'll have to take a look at that later on myself and see what... I'll have to take a look on... He said it was from the Japanese website at the game, so I'll have to take a look at it myself later.
Alright.
I guess we'll go in as a trio. I'm not seeing anybody fill in the last spot.
Yeah.
We've been waiting a hefty amount.
And
prior engagement going on. That's completely fair.
I would join, but I got a prior engagement.
That is perfectly fair. That's fair. Life does take a priority.
Okay, can I just say, it's crazy Nintendo created an entire website just for Grand Festival.
Oh, yeah.
Why the hell is there no English version? That would have been cool.
That would have been helpful, but I'm not complaining. We at least get some of the stuff through the Twitter drops. So it's not the worst.
True. We'll have that to immortalize the Grand Festival site if Nintendo does take it down, but I think Nintendo's going to keep it up for a very long time.
I think they'll keep it up for quite some time. I don't see them getting rid of stuff anytime soon. Milk fat.
But,
that's a weird
I will
name.
say this about, go ahead.
I was just commenting on a random player's name. Oh gosh.
I got Brella.
So do I. We got two Brellas.
Brella's do. Oh, Goldie seeking.
And it's high tide, so it should be easy to find these guys. Found him.
After the Goldie!
Kill.
This is a freeway.
Yeah, this thing on high tide is so easy. Oh, got him. It's so easy to find this guy in high tide. Do. Oh dear. Sounds like you guys
suffering to end.
Sounds like you guys are having a bit of a tough time. Okay, things should be back up on my end. I don't know what the heck happened there.
Yeah, neither do I.
That was so weird, randomly disconnecting me like that. I am Mr. L and Lenny Lonnie. So sorry about that error, my friends. I don't know how long you guys were there, but we are back. Don't know what happened to give me that random disconnect earlier.
Fish stick is making my life hell. Okay, you babies have to die.
Alright, let me remake the room.
I'm still going.
How are you guys still going being a man short?
Somebody just had to throw an egg in. Oh, this might be my lucky day, actually. We're one player left. Please, last player, die! Ah, thank you. My suffering's over.
Well, at least you guys somehow made wave 3. Don't know how.
Wait. So we got a new. So we have a new password for this pool.
It's actually the same one that I used before. It's actually the same one. I need to remake it. Same password.
All right. You know, I'm willing to go for at least until 11 tonight, if you want.
Yeah, we'll see how we go when the maps change. Not too many people here,
Yeah.
but hey, I don't have a problem. But hey, I don't have any problem with people not being here. I don't have a problem with not much of a crowd. It makes it easier to engage with it makes it easier to engage with the audience, if I say so.
Exactly.
I have no idea how I'd be able to handle having all these people in my streams at one time. Not that I don't think it would ever happen, but I'd probably be completely nervous if I had like 40, 50 people at one time.
No, you're not wrong about that.
Alright, room. Alright, same room and passcode. Well, I say same room, but same password. 49450. Okay, I can English tonight. Just because my stream decides to go connection unstable, that doesn't mean my brain's having a fart moment. That does not mean that.
I think we're all right now.
We should be good.
I cannot wait to get my hands on those T-shirts. I actually ordered them last month.
Same.
And hopefully they should be here before Grand Festival.
I think they would be. I need to check up on that order. I'm waiting to see when we can get the wristband with our platinum points.
They say they won't ship in Canada until September. And since Nintendo's Canadian branch is in Vancouver, British Columbia, I just hope they can just fly it to Pearson.
Yeah, one of my friends in Australia said he got his order of the shirts earlier today, and I'm like, hey, I'm happy for you. And I'm like, Nintendo of Australia
Oh,
got them out
well,
first?
topic of Australia.
I was just like...
Australia is part of the Asia region, technically, along with New Zealand. While
is
on
true.
the topic of Australia, did your Australian friend ever attend a Wiggles concert as a toddler?
I would have to ask him. I honestly
Because
do not
that's where
know.
the band are from.
Huh, interesting. I would have to ask him that. I would not know for sure. All right, let's get back. And hopefully no disconnects this time.
I think your end might. Hopefully your end of the stream doesn't crash.
I don't want it to do that again.
It's occasionally.
I already had to. I already had to
at least
restart the
5 times Viclon's stream had crashed this year so far.
Oh, it's Mud Mouse.
Oh, Mud Mouse. This is a free wave, I hope.
Yeah, we got a free wave. We got a Goldie.
Ooh, a gold in Mud Mouse. Get caught if we get the bombs in, because those Gohawks. Big. Afraid the future does win and we do a new installment. I don't think we're going to see the last of the Fur Goo, because Little Judd has implied been taken over Grizzco, and he forgot if he dare attempts to murder Judd, Big Judd. Let's see what happens.
Again? I'm trying around with Brandon to see how this goes.
I think this wave's over. I'm still alive. How is this even possible? I just want this wave to be done with.
At least I'm not banned because I'm in the round. But I'm doing around with randoms right now, see if it's my internet that's causing it.
Alright, just don't get yourself banned. Oh, come on in, Kiwi. How you doing? Oh, you had a party today. That's pretty nice.
Okay, that worked.
Alright.
What? Come on, thank you.
I wonder if Nintendo backfired with their anti-rage quitting measure for Splatoon.
Sometimes I guess that works, sometimes I guess it doesn't.
Because
like,
I get why they ban players from playing for a bit. It's meant to be against rage quitting, but here's the thing, there's no code in the game to distinguish intentional disconnects from unintentional disconnects.
I was gonna say,
and like I said,
yeah, I was gonna say the system doesn't have a way of telling if the disconnect was a rage quit or if it was something beyond the player's control.
Well, like I said, Japan will be probably using peer-to-peer for the end of time. Alright, try to hop back into this room and we'll keep going as soon as you're done.
Yeah, I'm only in the second wave, so it'll be a little bit.
I'm just gonna go stop by Harmony store and pick up my stuff. The first one is deposit this A. There we go. I'll pick up my rewards later.
Nothing wrong with that. in. Come in.
That's just cool, as an adult who works for a school district.
Stephen Byers, welcome. How are you doing? some
female inkling is in my closet saying, do your homework. I don't live in New Orleans, where the school year has already started. Then for a second, anyways, follow the TikTok. I'm not gonna read that out loud, that last part.
Probably a good idea.
I have common sense, people.
Yeah.
Have a great school year. I'm sorry for begging you.
Tide.
I'm reading the I'm reading people's blog posts.
Sometimes those sometimes those posts can be interesting.
Yeah.
To put it lightly.
I wonder why. Oh sure, I'll give you luck. This oscillating. But I just really love those Japanese humanoid squids and octopuses.
There we go.
Alright, as soon as your wave is done, I'll hop back in.
Will do. Ow. Okay, that's a beautiful slam and lid kill right there if I ever saw one.
Nice. I'm a squaddle. Oh, if you're trying to make a program from squid and addle. Final Fest is on college moving day.
Alright. Oh, thank you. Come on, come on! Get him in, get him in, get him in, get him in!
Hey, don't tell me school sucks. I actually kind of like my college.
Well, even though I lost wave 3, I still said I had no connection on stables in that, so I called that the win.
Good. I'm gonna back over. And I guess we'll just pick up where we left off.
Yeah, let's see. Hopefully it gets better. That's weird, though.
But yeah, I'm going on Team Future for Final Splatfest. So
interesting.
I'm gonna actually. So in the coming weeks, so when the sneak peek comes, I'm gonna ask Botunjet and Splatmike what time works best to stream with them on Saturday, since they also are going on Team Future.
Oh, Botunjet's also on Future? That is very interesting to know.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
I'm gonna see if my two main collaborators, Hygos and Yin are also Team Future, so I can do a stream with them on Friday night. And yeah, I'll see if there's anyone else I know who's going on Team Future, and then just go from there.
Oh, cool. I was between Present and Future, but I think I'm gonna wind up going on Team Future myself. Because this is the one Splatfest I kind of want to stick with my morals.
Well, you're more than welcome to join me. I think Zan is going on Team Pass, so
yeah.
Hopefully, I can stream with her sometime after Splatfest.
Yeah, I know a good chunk of my Cephala crew friends are gonna be on Team Present, but this is the one Splatfest I want to stick with my morals. Well, I know at least I know at least one of them's gonna be going on Team Future with me.
Well, I wouldn't mind streaming with both of you if you'd like.
You know, that's definitely something I could think about. I know Tentacle's also going on Team Future.
I usually don't really stream with Cole, mainly because he already does have plans, or either he's not on the same team as me. I kind of choose to not have Tentacle, even though he was okay with with the fact that I'm not a family-friendly YouTuber, I choose to usually not really stream with him, mainly because of the different streaming style we have.
That is
But we are
very
good
fair.
friends, though, and we do sometimes talk and share info with each other.
I was like, that is fair. I was just throwing people I know on names of people I know on the Team Future. The rune's back up.
I know. I saw it. Let's get back to rock and roll.
Let's see how this goes.
You're going... Oh, Kiwi, is Canada real in Splatoon? Well, if Octomizuta's alias Deadfish is based off Deadmau5, and she does resemble Canadian DJ Rez, yeah, I guess you could say Canada does exist in Splatoon. And I don't know why this Splatoon does really love Canada so much. I wouldn't be surprised if the next Splatoon area is themed after Montreal or Vancouver.
That'd be something. Kind of like how Splatsville is kind of themed off of an area in Japan.
Well, it's based off of a mix of Las Vegas, Nevada, since some of the stages, like Barnacle and Dime, are based off Fashion Show Mall.
I can kind of see that.
The Splatsville district in general is based off a mix between Kyoto, Japan, and Hong Kong, China.
That is also interesting. Something else I did learn is that the final stage Lemuria Hub is based off of the train station in Kyoto.
Makes sense. That's where Nintendo's headquartered. And Morai Towers is based off of Minato City in Tokyo.
The more you know, the more you learn about these, that is really cool. The more you learn, the more you know.
I think even it's surprising how Japan's economy has been able to survive so much.
Yeah.
Because I will say this, unlike the U.S., I've seen Japan actually say that the reason why a lot of Japanese companies have been managing to survive and strive are mainly because of one thing: sustainability.
I can get behind that.
Because the thing is, in Japan, they're not about profits. They're about, sustaining your business.
I could definitely see that in Japanese culture.
I still don't get, but why the hell Shiver is on Team Money, though. She's not based off a developing country like how Fry and Big Man are both based off India and Brazil.
Yeah. I guess that's probably why the Japanese love Shiver, because she's based off of Japan.
I'm just gonna say this, though, for the record, all the times Shiver has won, it was never because of popularity, but rather the players that did vote her were usually some of the more skilled.
That's what I say about all these Splatfests. Like, how, Bryce was definitely the most popular in Japan, and I definitely say her team definitely did win because of the skill level of the players on her team and Team Rice. Whereas like a lot of the players in the West on Team Fry aren't typically that most skilled. I'm just referring to the player base in general, not a particular demographic.
So that's why are not elections, people.
So that's just why I hear a lot of people on Twitter like cry every time Fry gets a lose or something.
I'm just gonna say this. I'm actually very happy that there's no such thing in Splatoon 3 as sore loser mentality, because I feel like the US team like to put in drama during Splatoon 1 and 2, which is very unnecessary if you ask me.
Right.
Because the other regions never did that.
Yeah. I guess they did it to make the conversations between the idols interesting, for lack of better words. Because, like, I still remember in the dialogue verse Splatoon 2 Splatfest, Marina snapped when she lost 3 in a row. Yeah, Fry lost 12 in a row, yet she was still okay, not throwing a hissy fit. As a one way to word it.
Oh, God.
So that's just why I like the whole wholesomeness in the Deep Cut trio compared to the other two groups. Not that they're bad, I just like how they don't let their ego get to the better of them.
Oh god, we lost that one. I'm gonna just leave this on one comment. Shiver did not deserve that hate during Frosty Fest. I actually believe that on the surface she looks cool, but outside she cries in her heart at night, thinking, if there's nothing missing in my life, why do these tears come at night?
I don't think I've seen that.
Yes,
but
I just quoted an obscure Britney Spears song.
Interesting. But I was kind of...
In my, my two OCs are music producers, and they make all the music for the multiplayer battles, so that's why I drop musical references in my streams.
I can understand that. Like, I was kind of hoping Shiver's team would win the Frosty Fest, given with the build-up her team had in the dialogue and the announcement with, like, the holding a coupon thing. And it just felt lacking when Solo wound up winning it with the dialogue in there. That's just me.
I think no one expected Solo to win. I mean, if Shiver Whole Hero was a real person, I would have asked my dad. I would have invited her and have brought my dad along with those free coupons. In actuality, though, I think the reason why Solo won is because the wording in English. Because in Commonwealth English, especially in the UK and Ireland, holiday can also refer to as vacation.
Yeah. One thing I could definitely say about it is that the question was worded differently in the Japanese prompt of it. Because they asked about your time off in general, whilst the rest of it was asked specifically about during Christmas and New Year's.
Well, it said, what are your holidays like, so I think it meant, like, in general holidays. One thing will say this, though. I didn't know Friday was considered part of the weekend, and number two, I would team Saturday largely by default, since my favorite day of the week is Wednesday, since that's when The Amazing Race and Survivor air on TV.
Interesting.
It does switch to Tuesdays during the summer, since that's when the Canadian Amazing Race airs. Oh, and sorry if I didn't answer your question, UV, but Xanarchy is going on Team Pass indeed.
When we had this Splatfest in Splatoon 1, Past vs. Future, the question was completely different. It was asking about which era of time travel would you go to, whereas this time around it asked which period of time is the most important to you. So while people say it's
I don't know. I know Michael J. Fox would want to travel to 1955. Because, you know, he plays Marine McFly and That's the Future.
Oh, yeah.
I would want to go back to, maybe the 70s, 80s, or 90s.
I can see that.
That's where I would want to go.
Yeah, when I did that Splatfest Splatoon 1, I went Team Past because I like the whole concept of the past more than the unknown in the future when it came to time travel.
True. And in general, I feel like for some weird reason, today's music isn't really as good as yesterday's music. And that's why, aside from country and occasional country and rock, most of my songs on my music are usually general throwback.
I can definitely understand that one.
You say that a lot. You can definitely understand that one.
Yeah.
Nothing against it, though. It's just...
Yeah, I have nothing against people that like today's music. I just prefer the music from when I was a kid and all that. Like I said, I have nothing against today's music or any of the people that do it.
I will just say, though, Marina's Grand Festival fit looks heavily like something Beyonce would wear.
I can kind of see that.
And then I see Shiver Fly. It's like they're trying to emulate the members of ABBA in general. And then a bit bad, even a British glam rock musician, because, yeah, Splatfests are as sweet as a ballroom blitz.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh, I'm glad I'm not getting airs
She
anymore.
not be hated on just because of what her fit looks like. In case you haven't seen people, I've seen occasionally a few people disliking Pearl's outfit. I really do not care about it. But I think Squid Sister's asymmetrical designs for Hera clothes for Manifest.
They definitely do have that level. I do like that they keep that level of sass between the two with their designs and all that. There you go. That was something I really liked about the Squid Sisters in Splatoon 1. You always had this, you had Callie who was always the energetic and peppy one, and then you have Marie who's more laid back and sarcastic about things.
Yeah, the two creators of Splatoon, Katsuya Gucci and Asashi Nogami, their favorite characters are Marie and Callie, respectively, actually.
I can definitely I can see that.
2's Hero Mode, I feel like was Katsuya Gucci's vision of Splatoon 2. Mr. Nogami even said he was actually a little sad when Callie lost on Splatfest, but it was actually pretty cool. I really thought it was cool. Callie as the villain sidekick, but I really did not like how we didn't actually fight her. So, I really like how Splatoon 3 did the evil idol twist and had us actually directly fight Deep Cut. I appreciate that, but at the same time, it also pissed me off the whole concept behind it, the story-wise.
Yeah, I could get behind that.
I could not. I would have threatened Deep Cut with telling them they tried to murder me in Alterna.
Yeah. The one thing that I wish the Alterna campaign did was give more character development to the Deep Cut trio, because it felt like they were just kind of there. That to me, at least, it felt like Deep Cut trio was just kind of there.
At least they tried to have the main idols in the main story.
I can say that one. They did try to get it in there.
I think considering that this is the end of the Squid Sisters arc, we're definitely going to see more focus on Deep Cuts because it would just make more sense.
Yeah.
They're bandits. Mm-hmm. They probably will move to another area of the world.
Yeah. And then, considering how Side Order ended, do you think there's more to the story for Off the Hook in the future?
I think so many people want them to get married. My response to that is, why don't you make whatever you want of Pearl and Marina?
Yeah.
Because Nintendo has said the reason they don't have a lot of background for the characters, and especially you don't see what the actual agents look like themselves, is mainly because they want you to use your imagination. That's what it's there for.
That's kind of like how Captain 3 is supposed to be your character from Splatoon 1, all grown up.
Yeah.
And that's something. And I remember watching.
In my OCs for the two are actually my two characters are twin brothers. One of them is Agent 3, the other is Agent 4. They both get an upgrade to Captain and Commander, respectively.
That's really interesting.
With the Captain usually staying behind, while the Commander usually does work. And my plan for if I do my Splatoon, my OC's take on Splatoon 3 is that Callie will also assist Commander 4.
Interesting.
Because I don't know about you, but I really want a co-op mode in the single player campaign. Like, it would be if we had Callie right alongside us in Return to Ovalians, or Agent 4 right alongside us in Side Order. I'm at least glad they gave Agent 4 a mention. Did it seem like a bad idea since I know how many people it upset in the Splatoon fan base? It actually excited, in retrospect, it really actually excited me because that's one thing I like about Nintendo games in terms. I want to actually be surprised. I want to be thrilled. I actually was able to pick up very quickly during the overview trailer for Cyber that Marina was not going to be the villain because you can actually hear her voice during the part where they reveal the hacks, and it made me think, okay, so we already now know that Marina is not going to be a villain. So it left me with two questions. One, how does Marina join us? And two, who could be the villain?
Yeah, that's definitely a theory.
Well, a lot of fan base feared that Nintendo was going to do the absolute worst. Because
yeah, I was like, there's no way. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I was like, there's no way they would make the Marina a villain. Because it would feel a little predictable and boring if they did the same thing they did in the Octos Canyon campaign from Splatoon 2. Again, in Side Order. It'd be a little lame and predictable having something like Marina as a villain of sorts. I think they would do that. And I'm kind of glad they made it a surprise and someone completely new.
I'll say one thing this though, I did not expect Marina to dress like Elton John for Splatoon 3 with the extravagant suits. And that's what Elton John is known for, those extravagant suits.
Oh, you mean the outfit she has in a Side Order?
Yeah.
That is a really cool design with the orange jacket.
And the orange jacket and trousers.
I do like that. I also love that they're making that the design for her new amiibo. What I find really cool is with the Pro Marina amiibo, they're using the ink colors from Chaos vs. Order on them.
I love that. I love that. I didn't take part in Chaos Order since I wasn't in Splatoon at the time, but I think that's a nice reminder.
Yeah.
And yeah, sometimes I will reference past events in my retrospectives.
Okay, I completely blew over that guy. There's nothing wrong
with this,
yeah. There's nothing wrong.
I got the scrapper.
Alright, thank you.
Go ahead.
It's always nice to read a book and catch up on history and whatnot. It's like a story.
I know. I wish kids would do that more because my mom, back when I lived in the city, would always take me to the library.
Oh, that's really cool.
I wish more parents would actually do that these days instead of,
yeah. Or just, like, give them this iPhone tablet or whatever and be like, here, occupy yourself for a couple hours with this thing. It feels kind of lackluster with that going on.
Yeah.
It's like the parents aren't even trying for the kids. That's just what it feels like to me, at least. I'm referring to the kids of today.
That makes me sad. I'm gonna say this, if I have a kid, I swear to God I'm gonna get a job that allows me to work at home, so then I can actually spend time with the kid.
Hey, I respect people that want to do stuff for their kids like that. I get the job of parents supposed to want the best for their children. And with how parents treat kids today makes me scared to potentially equate into that equation of children in the world.
Wow, we all ended as life preservers.
Well, I was still alive, so we're A-okay.
Good.
As long as one of us lives, the group lives. Yep.
There was actually one time everybody died, but it still counted as a clear for the wave.
Oh, that's awesome. I like it when stuff like that happens. I remember back in the Splatoon 2 days, I was like, yay, we win Salmon Run shift. Let's celebrate by drowning.
At least make Salmon Run out 24/7. I actually have a hypothesis that they could add League after Splatfests are done, because I think the original intention was to do League.
Yeah, but, they did mention that in that direct before the game came out, that they were planning to bring League back.
They must have reversed their decision at the last minute.
Probably.
With the challenge mode in.
Yeah, yes. I like the challenges as a concept.
I'm gonna say this, Phil. I can understand why why they're off they're on off each 2 hours. It's mainly so that nobody gravitates towards the challenges at the expense of the other mode.
Yeah, I can get that.
I think that's actually something that can be improved in a sequel.
I do like that.
Bring it back.
Yeah, I do like that. I do like that challenges happen 6 times over the course of a 24-hour period. Whereas at the beginning, it was only 3 times in that period, and that meant it was like, if you missed it, you're not going to really get a chance to play it again. Because of how it's scheduled with people as an adult and whatnot. But I like it when they made it more often with that. So I was like, hey,
I just don't like people complaining.
Yeah, I get that.
I don't want stuff to go after.
Yeah, there's always going to be people that complain, but the less of it, the better.
True. I think the reason why I see a lot of complaints so much is because of the Core Beyond's hypothesis that negativity can get pushed more into the spotlight for whatever reason.
Yeah, I can understand that. And I get some people complain because they want the game to be good. But there comes a point where you're just complaining to complain and complain just to get a voice heard and make some kind of improvement with it. Oh dear.
If you complain about it, you're most likely not going to get improvements. You're most likely going to have Nintendo do something to get you to stay quiet. Because in Japanese culture, it's very disrespectful to talk down to your elders. And elders can also be metaphorically, like Nintendo and their players.
Right. Yeah, I could definitely see that. And an elder can even be someone who's younger than you. It's not necessarily limited to someone older than you in age.
Because
a perfect example of
with the auto expansion station names.
I forget about half those names by now, but yeah, they are fun.
Oh,
Now I have the ban.
Oh, crud.
And it's not even my fault this time. Or any of those times.
So I'll actually share a cool video I'm actually planning to work on. I actually plan to interview several, I actually plan to interview via DM several Splatoon content creators with a survey. And it's going to be for a video called what the community loves about Splatoon 3. And basically, I take the answers and I read them and I give my own thoughts on them.
Interesting. I think I remember you saying something like this somewhere.
I think you're one of my regular lurkers.
I guess that would sound about right. Just so my viewers are not staring at nothing for a few minutes, I'm gonna be doing some stuff in Alterna to pass the time until my ban is over.
I would just go challenge Marina and Table Turf Battle. I don't know why, but the Japanese rapper and DJ duo have grown on me somehow, and I don't know why.
I can understand that. Not bad.
Well, we made it away free, but we died in the last wing.
I forget when Mike disconnected was exactly.
I'm just gonna say this. I was a little surprised by the amount of people that said what was it? That bit, how they recognized Big Man's boss fight from being from Mario Sunshine.
Oh yeah, that one.
Even when series co-producer Satoshi Nogami said that the crew even forgot that game existed.
Wow.
To be fair, like I said, the GameCube's poor commercial performance.
Yeah, it
definitely did a number.
Yeah, it definitely did some. It wasn't. I was still a kid at the time the GameCube was a thing, so I wasn't paying too much attention, but it wasn't that much of a commercial success. It did better than the Wii U, but still.
True, but like I said, its poor commercial performance in Japan did lead to Satoru Iwata, who became president a few months after GameCube's launch, changing Nintendo's strategy.
Yeah, I remember watching a video on something like that. On how, like, Iwata predicted the console wars long ahead of time and got Nintendo ahead of the game to where they are today.
Masahiro Sakurai even stated that that after that Satoru Iwata's final request to anyone was Sakurai himself, and that it was to create Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Switch.
Yeah. And I remember
in fact,
he
Sakurai had said with. Go ahead.
And I remember he said that during the Sora reveal that he and Iwata knew the answer before Iwata's passing, but Iwata said to keep it a secret until the end. And I think he held on to that wish.
Yeah, Sakurai stated that with Iwata gone, Nintendo. The big question now for him, for Sakurai, and very much all Nintendo is, where do we go now?
Yeah.
By the way, my meter's full, so
Okay.
Oh, are you fighting Shiver?
Well, I still got time, so I'm just pretty much discount Megalodontia.
Alright. Call me crazy, but I had a crush on Shiver the day she was revealed, and she is my favorite member of the my favorite idol and favorite character because I think she's cute and beautiful. And yes, that's also why I was on her team during the Idol Fest last September.
Hey, those are valid reasons to wanted to go on Team Shiver.
The only other reason I joined Shiver's team during, which was on Splatoon for Team Zombie, is because I love Michael Jackson. I've seen some of his music videos, and honestly, considering I like Michael Jackson and zombies, how could I not do Team Zombie?
Look, Shiver fell off. I remember back when they first announced Shiver, Nintendo was never clear on Shiver's gender, so people thought Shiver was non-binary for the longest time. Until they said in an interview, oh, Shiver's a she.
Thought Shiver was trans, but
and then people, and then Nintendo's like, no, Shiver's a she. But you go on?
I actually predicted Shiver was a clarification. She might have been a girl since she had high-heeled shoes.
That is very interesting. I didn't think about her fashion choice at the time, but that's a pretty neat way to look at it.
Like, I mean, I think the only bit of trans in Shiver was the trans people had in their mind.
Yeah, that's just people in general, I say. They always want to get their voices heard and whatnot for things.
I'm gonna say this right now. I think Thousand Year Door, the remake, is a direct translation, which I actually kind of didn't. I absolutely believe it was gonna be a direct translation.
Yeah, from the Japanese.
Because everyone knows the twist that Vivian is trans.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was like, and I was just like really happy to see that as a thing over. Whereas back in 2004, it was a completely different world at the time.
Ironic because around the same time, and I don't really like to talk about politics, but I will mention it. Canada was actually the 4th country in the world to legalize gay marriage in 2005.
That I did not know. Interesting.
Yeah, people are shocked when they hear when they hear that, they're actually genuinely shocked. All right, after you finish fighting the idols, come back and we can
Okay.
Or what do you want to do?
My meter should be almost full. I think I'm 1 off of full from where I am. So I'm down to go until we fight the king again. I just don't know how much longer. I just don't know why my games are constantly disconnecting me from this. I've not had this issue, really.
I'm gonna go challenge Marina to table turf. I'll see you in a bit.
Alright, sounds good. I think I have, like, maybe 1 more minute left of this penalty. Either that or it's gone by now. Let me actually check the stream real quick. How long ago was my penalty? I checked 9 minutes ago, so I have 1 more minute.
Alright. Well, you're going down tonight, Marina.
I would have done a side order run, but those take a lot longer than 10 minutes.
Yeah, and the catch is you cannot, to prevent cheating, it will cost a life to suspend a run.
Exactly, I could get behind. I didn't know I could take a photo in here, but good to know. But yeah.
Yeah, I found out real quickly you can take pictures in Alterna.
I haven't really done Alterna since I finished it on day 1, so some of the stuff I just kind of blanked out.
I only did Alterna after. I rarely went to Alterna after I finished after Alterna.
That's fair. Well, I pretty much did everything in Alterna on day 1, because I just wanted to get the single player stuff over with and avoid the spoilers, and not have to worry about the spoilers.
True, that's the first place I went to. At the time of Splatoon 3's release, I wasn't really a streamer. I only started streaming after I came back from Europe.
That's
in
fair.
February 2023.
So, very recent. So you're very new to this streaming scene.
Yeah. Prior to that, I haven't really streamed a lot, aside from Bull Pixie's 40-player crab game collab stream. A collab stream I did with Droid and some other pals for the Spicy versus Sweet versus Sour Splatfest. So I figured by getting into streaming, it will give me more experience.
I could definitely say streaming definitely gives you a bunch of experiences. I will say that.
Yeah. Man, Marina's kicking my tail fin tonight. What's so funny?
Yeah, table turf is definitely one of those modes where it can take a bit. Oh, you're over there.
Why did I pass my, Oh, special on?
Where the heck is Darius? Of course it has to be the last one I clear up to be the real big man. But I got, more moves.
Wait. There we go. I don't know who won that. It's gonna be close. And once again, Marina hands my tail fin to me. You might have won the big battle, Marina, but I will win the bigger battle.
You may have won the battle, but you will not win the war.
I think the thing I like about Table for Foul the most is it's a direct shout out to Nintendo's origins as a card-playing company back in 1889.
That is definitely true. They used to be one of those companies back in the day. All right, my penalty should be up by now.
Oh, and by the way, what do you think of my big man impression? Does
Oh
it
my-
sound good?
That is a really good big man impression. I was gonna say, I listened to one of your videos and I was like, oh my gosh, this guy's big man impression is really funny.
Zan even loved it.
Ooh.
Zanarchy.
Ah, that's cool. I was gonna say I like this big man. I was gonna say I like that big man impression.
Alright.
Alright, penalty should be up.
Whenever you're ready, head back to Splatsville. You can queue up a room and we'll keep going for a little bit longer.
Let's keep going. Alright, to Grizzco we go. My penalty should be up by now anyway.
Oh, you moved. Oh, you're using Copless Square as your main hub.
Alright, perfect. Oops. Well, I just have the most memories of Splatoon 2 out of the 3 games. They're all good. I just have the most memories out of Splatoon 2.
Makes sense.
All
Oddly
right.
enough, while I was planning to play Side Order, Auto Expansion was something I never actually planned on playing originally.
Interesting.
I mentioned during my 2-part Auto Expansion stream at the beginning, I wasn't going to do Auto Expansion, but after I saw the second trailer for Side Order come out in September 2023, I said,
Yeah?
you know what? I gotta do Auto Expansion. I will say this. While it was very hard, I felt it was actually pretty awesome. But I'm sorry, Side Order outcooks everything Auto Expansion did. I'm sorry, Splatoon 2 veterans, but Auto Expansion is brutal.
It is brutal, especially the Iteration 3 boss fight at the end. That fight is something.
I haven't gone to that yet, but I've made a vow, if and when I ever do be Iteration 3, I'm never gonna do it again.
Yeah, I remember the first time he was like, I spent all this time fighting you, and this is what I get for it?
I think it's safe to say Nintendo knew that we were disappointed, so I'm very happy with how they handled the the 100% completion awards for Side Order and Return of the Mammalians.
Oh yeah. Whereas like back in Return of the Mammalians, when we got the bear headbands, I thought it was actually adorable.
I'm gonna say this. I loved that they kept the Order replica weapons. And you didn't have to do every single level in Splatoon 2's Auto Cannon to get the hero replicas. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that was something that I found that dragged out the Splatoon 2 single-player campaign in Octo Canyon way too long.
I like how Nintendo actually learned from... And I know there's a bit of a divide between us, but I think Nintendo actually learned from both Octo Canyon and Octo Expansion with single-player rewards.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. They learned with that in Alterna and Side Order. Hopefully I don't get the disconnect again, and then we'll defeat the Triumvirate once and for all. I hope. I at least want to go to a fight again.
True. I probably will end stream at that point as well.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go until we fight the Triumvirate one more time.
Alright, I'm gonna inform my chat. This next shift will be our last one tonight. Then I'm going to bed.
I am one off a full. I think both you and Firewolf are full, so we got really good odds. Also comes down to the random.
Yeah, if
So
everyone's
really
mirror is
good
full,
odds.
you're guaranteed at King Salmonid.
But if with 2 full and one off a full, we got good odds.
I will say this though, I think the Triumvirate triumphed us, like I predict. Oh, I cannot read that, Lito Cabrera, so,
Maybe that was just random punching in at the keyboard or something.
Oh, the grillers are here.
Grillers!
It's dinner time. Ah, not for you, babies.
Let me help you.
This is a good map for grillers.
It really is. Oh, get off of me!
Well, at least I didn't get killed by babies.
Yep.
Thank you, Mario Wolf.
Thank you, Mario Wolf, for the help. There we go.
Alright, there we go. Seriously, I never found out what was the big deal with flyfish. Because I don't get why flyfish are so hated. I just feel like they're more of a challenge and a nuisance to beat.
It's like
Not
I said.
like a...
Yeah. It's like I said before we went on stream that I always like a good challenge, a good and fair challenge, not something that's brutal or unfair. But that's just me.
True.
It's boring when things are too easy all the time.
Actually, for me, a lot of the mechanics in Octo Extension are the definition of borderline unfair.
I can understand that.
Case in point, does the payment really serve any purpose? Other than just telling you, go back and grind the baby stations if you beat them up on the adult stations.
I never really had that much of an issue when it came to having the funds to do the levels, so I never really had that issue.
Yeah. I've got multiple game overs, and you can even get a game over and go into debt, even if you still have sufficient points for other stations. That's what drove me up the wall. Yes, I do know there's an option to skip levels if you fail, if you lose otherwise place. But I'm not gonna be the person who bronze stars it.
Yeah, I'm not one of those people. And you gotta go through every level without skipping to even get a shot at fighting Iteration 3.
It's the same with Galaxy 2. Absolutely no bronze stars to fight Grandmaster Galaxy.
Yeah.
I will say this about, that's why I actually call, the Great Memcake Bronze Stars. It is a reference to the Bronze Stars from Galaxy 2.
Yeah?
In Galaxy 2, if you die too many times, a spirit in the form of Rosalina, appears, and if you talk to it, you'll be given the option for the Wii to complete the level for you. However, because Nintendo is so stingy about no help at all, and no instructions,
yeah.
sometimes, if you do use the Wii to clear the level for you in Galaxy 2 to drop, you will end up getting a bronze star. And that's what I use the term bronze star for. When the game punishes you for copping out.
It's like you took the easy way out. We're gonna give you a hey, you had us help you with this reward.
But you know what I'd like to see from Nintendo for the Switch 2? An original roguelike game. Because they have a great foundation with Sideward that I think can be built upon.
I think it could actually work.
And the thing about Nintendo is their games have been known for mostly being entry-level to video games in general since the EGS era. So, I mean,
yeah. Well, their target audience is kids, so they gotta make it as an easy point of entry, just to all these different genres.
True. But I think adults can enjoy games as well as kids. The PlayStation was the first console that really was the game system anybody, regardless of age, was able to play. And I think that's because of the Sony brand name. Sony already was known for making, for owning record companies, movie studios, and making electronics before they expanded into making the PlayStation.
Yeah, I could get behind that.
Alright. Next one's gonna be a Triumvirate.
Okay. now we have 3 full meters. We got really good odds.
You wonder what they'll do for Splatoon 4 story mode? Well, we won't be finding out till 2027 or 2028. For the love of God, do not release Splatoon 2 in 2026, number 1. And number 2, do not waste time. Please put Animal Crossing out before Splatoon.
We'll just have to see what the developers come up with. And I actually have an interesting theory. Since Side Order was themed off of the losing team in the Splatoon 2 final Splatfest, what if they do a DLC campaign in Splatoon 4 themed off of the team that ended 2nd place? I would like that route if they went down that.
More like the teams that ended in 2nd and 3rd. We could get 2 separate waves.
That is possible. I would like that idea. They'll save make the winner for the base game.
True. I think for me, Splatoon 3 is similar to a way how Scott Wozniak compared Super Smash Bros. Brawl and its legacy. Super Smash Bros. Brawl set up framework for future Smash Bros. Games to follow. And I think Splatoon 3 set a framework that future Splatoon games are going to follow.
Ow!
I just don't think we'll see 3 Team Splatfests again, though. That's probably something that's not going to come back.
Yeah.
But hey, it was a cool concept when they that they tried.
They tried it. Some of the themes worked. Some of the themes did not exactly work with 3 teams in mind. I'm looking at you, Team Bigfoot.
It was called Yeti in Japan.
That is also true.
Why did I guess then again,
and that's
most folks outside Japan really know what the Yeti is.
And that's also why in the dialogue for that, Big Man mentions a snowy lake landscape when talking about his teams. Because if it's going by the Japanese dialogue, Yetis are in snowy landscapes. But he was, of course, probably also referring to...
I guess with Bigfoot they were trying to target Canada, the U.S. translators, but I think like you probably might target Nessie because sea monsters are very common in not just Japanese folklore, but European and Canadian folklore as well. Because the Okanagan Valley, because in Kelowna, British Columbia, there is actually a paper mache model of the legendary quote-unquote Pogo sea monster.
Interesting.
It is a real legend. I've mentioned it at least twice on my streams.
I can believe it. Whereas, like, yeah, Aliens still took the popularity. Just barely, though, but they still took the popularity.
True. I will say, the Zelda Fest was one of my personal favorites. Splatfests overall.
Oh, I loved that Splatfest. I'm totally not being biased now because that's where I got a 333X win by Sepulchre stream for that one.
What team were you all on?
I was on Wisdom for that Splatfest.
I was on Team Courage.
But I didn't care about losing that Splatfest. I was like, hey, the 333 is enough of a win for me in this one.
Neither did I.
Oh, ouch! Stupid eels!
And here's the team that has probably what I consider one of, if not the best finale in a video game. I didn't really do the Dragon Tears quest because I basically said I would only do Dragon Tears quest if I finished this game before college. since Tears of the Kingdom took me a long time to complete the main part, college had pretty much begun, so...
Yeah, it's a very long...
Also, I think some stuff is a lot more fun if you discover it yourself instead of watching others.
Agreed. Games like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, it's best if you experience it for yourself.
One thing I will say this, though, honestly, I was awestruck and amazed by the ending of both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I actually felt like I had saved the world, which I feel like it's a feeling most people didn't get when playing Tears of the Kingdom, I suppose.
Oh, I can understand that one. It left such a big impact for the finale, and I loved it.
Yeah, several people I heard who completed Dragon's Quest even say they bawled their eyes out, and I'm like, wow, when I heard that. That was all I could say was, wow.
It was definitely, the Dragon Tears definitely had emotional cutscenes, I will say that.
At least they didn't make it the first time mandatory, unlike the capture memories, which you had to do.
Yeah.
At least I will say, though, I got the Champion's Tunic out of that, so I'll give credit to where credit's due.
Yeah.
My sister, however, who's a massive Zelda fan, was incredibly disappointed at the ending because basically, you can fight Ganon again whenever you want in both games.
Yeah, I could get that.
And interesting enough, I'm not the resident Zelda fan in my family. My sister is.
Interesting. But Tears of the Kingdom was just so good of a game. It was my personal game of the year for 2023.
Yeah, I was disappointed that Tears of the Kingdom didn't win Game of the Year for 2023. But
yeah.
I was actually kind of glad Baldur's Gate 3 won because Belgium. That's again.
Oh, well.
Because usually Belgium's that country you think of when you hear video games.
Yeah.
And that's where Baldur's Gate 3 was made.
That was interesting. And when the guy, the developer, made a speech at winning the Game of the Year award, he said that game was made, that was their game they made during COVID. It's like, hey, they worked so long in this game, they kind of deserve that award.
Another game I vowed never to do again is Hades. I've died 70 frickin' times. All because I did not only follow instructions, but I didn't know that you can use a Deus Ex Machina without penalty.
Oh.
Basically, if you turn this on, your defense goes up by 2% each time you die.
I did not know that. That's interesting.
But yeah, I made a vow, and this is going to carry over when I do Hades 2 next year. I'm not doing it again after. One time is enough. Thank you very much, Supergiant Games. That's cool that the composer voiced Prince Zagreus. That's awesome.
That is really interesting. Did they actually confirm that Hades 2 was going to be 2025?
Yeah, they said most likely early 2025 will be its release. It's currently in early access, and I don't really buy games on Steam because, well, I use a laptop, not a desktop.
That is completely fair.
I can't plug in extra accessories like remotes, and also, I'm not really big on Steam.
That is completely fair. I'm not much of a PC gamer myself.
Yeah, to me, computers are the business machine, and consoles are the gaming machine. Also, computers were never really big in Japan until Toshiba created the laptop. Mainly because in Japan, a lot of the homes are very compact.
I can get that. I can understand that.
I'm not surprised why people want apartments, not only for Animal Crossing, but I think they really just want that Japanese way of life, considering that's Nintendo's home again. And I've seen them make several references to it in their games. If someone can assist... Oh, thank you.
That's a quota.
Alright, now we just gotta survive. Go now, go! Walk out the door. Just turn around now. Cause you're not welcome anymore. Did you think I crumble? Did you think I lay down die? No, not die. I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to fight, I'll stay alive.
Very fitting song.
Gloria Gaynor's I Will Survive. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can use that in CPR training, actually.
Oh yeah.
Which I find ironic, because that since it maintains a beat of 100 beats per minute, they have stated that you can use either Staying Alive by Bee Gees or I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor as a guide for a CPR.
That's what I've heard when I had to take my CPR training classes.
I still think it's funny how The Office parodied that by having Michael and Ed get up and dance to it during the CPR scene in Stress Relief. You died?
I was out of thinking the babies were on me. Oh great, now I'm
No,
going to
I
that.
got 8 strikes. Alright, oh crud. It's turning into a pile of turquoise sludge. Oh, Pokemon Ninja fan, can you join? I'm afraid to say this, but we're playing until the Triumvirate comes, and then we're ending stream, so...
Should be this round, hopefully, since 3 of us have full meters.
Yeah, as long as we don't die. Alright.
Ta-da! Watanas.
Oh yes, we got the swords.
Well, I'm thinking of swords. While we're mentioning swords, I still remember seeing some reaction, and I want to say New York, of the Smash Brothers Ultra Everyone Is Here trailer when Sakura was announcing changes with all the characters. When it got to Ganondorf, the Kara was chanting swords, and then they cheered when they saw Ganondorf attack with his swords.
Yeah, funny enough, a lot of Westerners don't like sword fighters in Smash Ultimate. I personally don't mind it. As long as it doesn't turn to Super Slash Bros, I'm good.
Yeah, I could get behind that. I guess people were getting sick of sword fighters after the bazillion Fire Emblem characters we've been getting. And for what it feels
True.
like. For what it
I will
feels
say
like.
this, well, even though I've only completed a third of World of Light, Marth is my main because he has a sword. He's usually the first sword fighter you unlock.
Yeah, he's one of those. Yeah, he's one of those early game characters you can get for World of Light. World of Light, it just got so boring so quickly.
Yeah, it took me at least 3 years until I figured out how to finally destroy the Pauline Spirit. And that's something I'm not going to do again unless I have to. Alright, now if we just stay alive, we
There you go.
at fight the 3 kings. The kings are arriving. We must prepare for their arrival. Quick,
Here they
paint
are.
the arena quickly. And give us a good weapon comp.
Please and thank you. I could get behind
Probably
what we
Jared
got.
decided, okay, 2 use their special abilities and special mode weapons for surplus. Why don't you give us 3? Because 2 is not enough unless you do Salmon Run regularly. I'm gonna try to get this to the... Alright. Holy shit! I mean, holy ships, I did a lot of damage.
Oh dear.
Oh god, the chump got me, the chump got me. Okay, who's going after Megalodontia? Quick, get the Megalodontia in front of the Booyah Bomb from the,
I'm dead.
Guys. If someone can at least
This is something.
someone can at least.
This is something we kind of need everyone for.
Oh, I got an idea. I'm gonna. Oh no.
And
Well,
we're dead.
it was good while it lasted, Subspace King. Great screaming with you.
We tried
I'm gonna hang
it.
up
We had
now.
a good run.
Yeah. I hope to stream again soon.
Was fun
Yeah.
doing it. It was definitely fun doing this with you.
Yep. Someday I'll
Bailey.
get back to EVP.
Yeah.
But
But-
I'll see you later.
Thanks for the games.
By
Was
the
a
way,
lot
we
of
can
fun.
go
doing
raid
this.
Hyper Tiger if you want.
That's an idea we could do. Don't forget to claim your Salmon Run rewards before you do go. And this is for everyone in the chat.
I will. See you later, Subspace King.
See you around. Thanks for coming in today. I will get my rewards, and then I'll send everyone over to Hyper. That was the collab. Let's claim these rewards, and then we'll get going. It's just ability chunks galore at this point. We had our ups, we had our downs, but had a fun time with you all. I had a fun time with you all tonight, even if we had some connection moments during the matches. I still gotta figure out what the heck is causing these. Hey, got a lot of scales in this whole thing too. So, it could be better. I'll close this out and let me make sure I get the good old redirect for Hyper Tiger. It should be working. Let me see if I can redirect over to him. Alright, perfect. I can redirect to him, it seems. Kozuna kept chasing you. That's very rough. But we did our best. That was all we can do. We did our best. But thanks for joining, everyone. My next stream, my thinking is the 25th? Let me pull up my calendar again so I can get the date right. Yeah, the 25th for a collab with Greg56, I believe his name is. I don't have anything else planned otherwise. Maybe I'll do something with the viewers and the VC stuff on the 24th. I gotta see what we have as far as Salmon Run in the week. I'm gonna want to see if I want to get a good rotation with Joe. Let me actually pull up my schedule so I can see real quick. Because I want to get a rotation with just Joe by himself. If I knew it was going to be in last night's rotation, would have done that by itself. Going into the 24th. No, that's Ouroboros. Blah. Maybe I'll save that for the 30th, 31st. Let me actually do my math. Ouroboros is to the 25th. Mega's to the 27th. I'll actually have a Megalodontia rotation on the 31st. I'll do with viewers. Yeah, I think I might do that on Saturday the 31st, and then I think I'll do that. Depending upon what the rotation is, I'll probably do Salmon Run with you guys in the VC on the 31st of August. I'm thinking about that. I'll see what the rotation is and then go from there. Because we got a little while till we see what that rotation is. But for now, my next stream will be on the 25th. I don't know what we'll be doing yet, but I'm going to be with Greg for that stream. I'm going to redirect you guys over to Hyper Tiger. So, we'll do a subspace raid. Say it once or twice, don't spam it. I'll send you guys over to Hyper Tiger. He's doing side order right now. He's grinding for the order replicas. So I'm sure he'd appreciate the support we give him. I want to thank you guys for joining me again tonight, and I will see you all again next time. Thanks to Flagman for joining me tonight. He's a cool guy. I'll see you all again real soon. Take care and have a great evening. Goodbye, everyone. We'll be redirected to Hyper once the stream ends, or shortly after.